This number 19, part 2. See question number 61. In question number 61, what is given there? The question is, which of the following is not represent correctly according to correct order of property? As we can see that elements given there is titanium, vanadium, chromium and manganese. And the number of oxidation states shown by titanium is 3, while vanadium 4 and chromium 5 and manganese can show 6 oxidation state. You may also see +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7. So these are the 6 states shown by manganese. Similarly for chromium, vanadium and titanium. So number of oxidation states shown by manganese is maximum, then chromium, then vanadium and then titanium. So first is correct. Now see second. So A is correct. C. Second is regarding magnetic moment. As we know, magnetic moment is square root of n into n plus 2 Bohr magneton. When we see titanium 2 plus, vanadium 3 plus and chromium 3 plus and manganese 3 plus. So number of unpaired electron in titanium 2 plus is 1, and here it is 2, and here it is 3 unpaired electrons, and here it is 4 unpaired electrons. So as number of unpaired electron increases, magnetic moment also increases. So maximum magnetic moment in case of Mn3 plus, then Cr3 plus, and then V3 plus, and then Ti2 plus. So this is the correct order of magnetic moment. This is also correct. Now see order of melting point. See, melting point order is based on the metallic bonding, strength of metallic bonding. So as we can say, strength of metallic bonding is more. So metallic bonding, metallic bonding strength is proportional to melting point. See, melting point is highest for vanadium, that is 1900 degrees Celsius, and then for chromium, that is 1513 degrees Celsius, and then for titanium, that is 1668 degrees Celsius, 1668 degrees Celsius, and then for Mn. So this is the correct order of melting point. First vanadium, then chromium. First is vanadium, and then chromium, and then titanium, and then manganese. So order of melting point is not correct. Order of melting point is not correct. See also option 4. Option 4 is given second ionization energy. Second ionization energy. As we know that second ionization energy in case of chromium configuration is argon 3d54s1. Argon 3d54s1. So maximum ionization energy in case of when first electron is removed, it is removed from 4s. After it becomes half filled, so stability of half filled is more. Therefore second ionization energy for chromium is maximum. So chromium is maximum, and then for manganese, and then for manganese, and then for vanadium, and then for titanium. So this is the correct order of second ionization energy. So option 3, C and D both are incorrect. So as per option 3 and option 4 both are incorrect. So correct both option. Question number 61, option C and D. Question number 61, incorrect against the properties C and D. See question number 62. In question number 62, what is given there? The number of unpaired electron. Question number 62. See question number 62. The number of unpaired electron in Cr plus. As we know, ground state atomic number 24, configuration is argon 3d54s1. Argon 3d54s1. So it will be 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5 3d and 4s1. When one electron is removed, Cr plus means, so now d orbital will contains 5 electrons. So number of unpaired electron is equal to 5. So question number 62, option C is correct. See question number 63. In question number 63, what is given there? The question in cyanide process. Question number 63 is related to leaching. As we know that in leaching, ore is treated with suitable reagent to convert into soluble complex. So Ag is obtained, silver is obtained by leaching ore with. So silver is obtained by leaching ore with dilute cyanide solution. So question number 63, convert silver into soluble silver complex. So question number 63, option A is correct. See question number 64. Question number 64 is very easy question. Use the trick. Always for platinum and palladium, as their Z effective is high, as their effective nuclear charge is high, and when coordination number is 4, then always their hybridization will be DsP2. So PtCl4 2 minus, the geometry will be, hybridization will be DsP2, and hybridization is DsP2. It means square planar. It will be square planar. So it is square planar geometry. So question number 64, option A is correct. See question number 65. In question number 65, what is given there? Question is correct statements are. Question number 65. See, question number 65 is regarding K2Cr27. As we know, K2Cr27 is a strong oxidizing agent. So it reduces itself Cr2 minus into Cr3 plus while it oxidizes. So it changes Ki I minus into I2 form. So it oxidizes I minus. Also it oxidizes Fe2 plus into Fe3 plus. So option A is correct. Option B is also correct. It oxidizes Fe2 plus into Fe3 plus, ferrous into ferric. And also we know as Cr2O72 minus gains 6 electron, then convert into Cr3 plus. So N factor for the reaction is 6. Hence in acidic medium equivalent mass will be molecular mass divided by 6. N factor is 6. Therefore, as we know, normality is molarity into N factor. So N factor is 6. So molarity will be normality divided by 6. So all the options are correct. Question number 65, all options are correct, all of the above. Option D is correct. See question number 66. In question number 66, what is given there? See, in question number 66, the question is catalysts are given there. We know that as TiCl4, titanium tetrachloride, is used as Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Mixture of triethyl aluminium tetrachloride. So it is Ziegler-Natta catalyst. And also we know PdCl2. Is used in Waker's process. In this case, ethene converted into ethanol. Ethene is oxidized to ethanol, aldehyde. And also we know CuCl2 is basically used in the preparation of Cl2 gas, and this process is called Dacon's process. This process is called Dacon's process. While V2O5 is used in the preparation of sulfuric acid, and this is contact process. Question number 66, option D is correct. See question number 67. In question number 67, what is given? Question number 67. See question number 67. The question is super alloys. As we know, super alloys are basically cobalt, nickel and iron based alloys. Cobalt, nickel and iron based alloys. So question number 67, all of these. Option D is correct. See question number 68. In question number 68, what is given? Which of the following is ferromagnetic? See question number 68. Question number 68 is, which of the following is ferromagnetic? Ferromagnetic. As we know that the substances which are strongly attracted by magnetic field, and show permanent magnetism even in absence of magnetic field, are ferromagnetic. Examples are cobalt, iron and nickel. So question number 68, option D is correct. Cobalt is ferromagnetic. See question number 69. In question number 69, what is given there? The question is, least reactive metal. As we know, because platinum is a noble metal. Platinum is a noble metal and does not react with air, water and acid at room temperature. So least reactive metal is platinum. So question number 69, option D is correct. See question number 70. See question number 70. In electroplating, the metals used for plating, it can be zinc can be used for plating, nickel is also used for plating, and gold is also used for plating. So all of these metals can use for plating. Iron cannot be used for plating, as iron starts losing electron very easily. So question number 70, option A is correct. See question number 71. In question number 71, what is given there? The question is, which of the following is correct reference to ferrous and ferric ion? See question number 71. Which of the following statement is correct with respect to ferrous and ferric ion? As we know that when FeCl3, ferrous and ferric ion, as we know that when ferrous salt, that is Fe2 plus, reacts with ferricyanide, that is FeCN6 3 minus. So this compound is ferricyanide. So iron gets oxidized into Fe3 plus. and ferricyanide converted into ferrocyanide, FeCN6 4 minus. So ferricyanide get converted into ferrocyanide, plus 2 state, ferrocyanide, that is iron plus 3 in this and iron in this plus 2. Now when Fe3 plus reacts with FeCN6 4 minus. Also we can say the reaction is similar to FeCl3 plus K4 FeCN6. So it will convert into Fe4 Fe3 Fe and CN6 thrice. So this compound having Prussian blue color. This compound is Prussian blue color. So blue color of the solution is due to this compound. And also when FeCl3 contains Fe3 plus ion reacts with KCNS, so it will form FeCNS thrice ferric thiocyanate, that is ferric thiocyanate, and blood red color is due to ferric thiocyanate plus 3 KCl. So question number 71 the option is Fe2 plus give blue precipitate with potassium ferricyanide, it is correct, and Fe3 plus gives red color with potassium thio, it is also correct. So both of the options are correct, B and C. So question number 71 option B and C both are correct is given in option D. See question number 72. In question number 72 what is given there? The question number 72. The question is which of the following is used in white pigment? As we know, TiO2 contains Ti plus 4 ion. It contains Ti plus 4 ion. As in Ti plus 4 there is no unpaired electron. So no unpaired electron means unpaired electron 0. When unpaired electron is 0, it means it can be used as white pigment. So it can be used as white pigment. So basically it is colorless, white pigment. So which of the following used for white pigment? That is TiO2 due to 0 unpaired electron. So question number 72 option A is correct. See question number 73. In question number 73 what is given there? Question number 73, the question is equivalent weight of KMnO4 in acidic medium. We know in acidic medium KMnO4 MnO4 minus gains 5 electron and converts into Mn2 plus ion. So half reaction will be MnO4 minus plus 5 electron plus 8H plus gives Mn2 plus and 4H2O. So N factor for this reaction is 5. N factor for the reaction is 5 and equivalent mass will be molecular mass divided by 5. So molecular mass of KMnO4 divided by 5. Question number 73 option D is correct. See question number 74. In question number 74 what is given there? Question number 74. The question is correct order of density. Correct order of density for copper, nickel, zinc and scandium. As we know, density is equal to mass by volume. As we move from left to right, atomic radius decreases. While atomic mass increases. So atomic radius decreases but atomic mass increases. So we can say that decrease in metallic radius metallic radius coupled with increase in atomic mass. So increase in density. So there is increase in density. But as per data, the density of copper and nickel is same. And density of zinc is less than copper. Density of zinc is less than density of copper. Therefore, it will also less than nickel. So after that, density of scandium. So no option is given there, as density of copper and nickel are same, while nickel density is more than zinc and less density for scandium. So copper has highest density in 3D series and scandium has lowest. So correct the option B. Question number 74, correct the option B as this. So question number 74, option B is correct. See question number 75. In question number 75, what is given there? See in question number 75, the question is question number 75. In question number 75, the question is, in basic open heart process, which statement is wrong? As we know that in basic open heart process, the mixture of iron and the mixture of cast iron and Fe2O3 scrap, the mixture of cast iron and Fe2O3 scrap and lime is melted in open earth process. So limestone is added to the charge, correct option for, and we know that phosphorus impurity can be removed by this process. Phosphorus impurity can be removed by this process. So question number 75, incorrect statement is option B. It is correct, the answer, as here it is given option A, but option B is correct.